Hey, good evening, and welcome to KTV News. We begin tonight with breaking news affecting thousands of employees at the United States Agency for International Development, known as USAID. Thousands of USAID employees will be placed on leave starting this Friday, following a decision by the Trump administration. The agency, responsible for humanitarian aid across the globe, confirmed the move in a statement released earlier today. According to USAID, the leave order applies to all direct hire personnel except those involved in mission-critical functions, core leadership roles, and specially designated programs. Employees who are exempt will be notified by Thursday at 3:00 p.m. Eastern Time. The decision comes as part of President Donald Trump's broader push to slash government spending, particularly on foreign aid programs. The administration has argued that USAID's operations need to align with its policy priorities and has accused the agency of misusing funds. USAID, which employs around 10,000 people worldwide, including two-thirds of its workforce stationed overseas, has stated that it will coordinate with the U.S. Department of State to facilitate the return of affected personnel posted abroad within the month. However, concerns have been raised over how this process will unfold, particularly for staff stationed in conflict zones. Since Trump returned to office last month, his administration has taken swift action in restructuring federal agencies. Earlier this week, Marco Rubio was appointed as acting head of USAID, amid reports that the agency could be merged into the State Department. However, this move has sparked backlash, with Democratic lawmakers calling it illegal and unconstitutional. Critics argue that shutting down or downsizing USAID could have devastating consequences for vulnerable populations worldwide. The agency provides critical assistance, from prosthetic limbs for soldiers in Ukraine to efforts in controlling the spread of Ebola in Africa remains a critical public health challenge, exacerbated by limited healthcare infrastructure and resources. Amid this, billionaire Elon Musk's call to shut down USAID, citing inefficiency, has sparked intense debate. While some support streamlining government spending, others, like Senator Andy Kim, warn of severe humanitarian and diplomatic consequences. USAID, which managed over $40 billion last year, plays a pivotal role in global aid, including Ebola response efforts. Proposed cuts have left employees uncertain about their futures and raised concerns about the impact on vulnerable populations. As discussions continue, the balance between fiscal responsibility and humanitarian aid remains contentious. Stay tuned for updates. And let's go to the shocking scenes from a courtroom in Albuquerque, New Mexico, where a murder suspect was attacked during his court appearance. Alexander Ortiz, accused of murdering his girlfriend Eliana Farfan, was standing before the judge in room 420 of the 2nd District Court on Friday when the proceedings took a violent turn. Courtroom footage captured the moment when Farfan's uncle, Carlos Lucero, leaped over the courtroom gate and charged at Ortiz. Lucero appeared to punch Ortiz, knocking him and an officer to the ground. A second man, identified as Pete Yassi, reportedly joined the attack. Moments later, Ortiz's own father entered the fray, striking both Yassi and Lucero. The altercation lasted nearly a minute before law enforcement restored order. Following the attack, Ortiz was escorted out of the courtroom. According to a criminal complaint, Lucero later justified his actions, stating, "He killed my niece like a coward." He added, "It was worth every moment." Lucero and Yassi were arrested and charged with battery upon a peace officer and assault on a jail. Both have since been released from custody. Ortiz was apprehended in February last year after a brief standoff with police. Authorities allege that he murdered Farfan on January 11, 2024, inside her apartment. According to the Albuquerque Police Department, officers found Farfan dead in her bedroom, having suffered a fatal gunshot wound. Investigators say Ortiz fled the scene through a window wearing a ski mask and black hoodie. Friends and family told detectives that Ortiz and Farfan had a troubled, abusive relationship and that she was fearful of being alone. On the night of the shooting, witnesses heard a single gunshot and forced the bedroom door open, discovering Farfan's body. Witnesses also stated that Ortiz was known for always wearing a ski mask, which they described as a big thing for him. As the case unfolds, we will continue story, and thank you for watching K News.